Hello there guys, this is Megan and James from
Hello.
Dundee Science Centre, and today we're going to look at how to make your own lava lamps at home. So all you will need is some kind of container. Here we have a test tube. You could use an old Coke bottle, any kind of cup or glass, as long as the lid's not on it. We'll talk about why in a second. And what we've got here is we've got one that we filled a third with water, and then this stuff here, 2/3, is oil, like stuff that your mums and dads use to cook food with. So if you fill up a third with water and then 2/3 with oil, and what's very interesting is, can you see, James, that actually the oil and the water aren't mixing?
No, they're not. They're not mixing at all, are they?
No.
That's because they are what we call immiscible, which
Yes.
means they don't mix
They
together.
don't like to mix together. The oil does not like the water at all, and it's lighter, so it sits on top of the water and the water sinks at the bottom. So to make our lava lamp bubble, which is what lava lamps do, we're going to use a very interesting tablet. So if you can see these things here, we use these at the Science Centre for lots of different experiments. They're Steridid tablets, and they're actually used to clean false teeth. So if you ever lose all your teeth and you need a pair of dentures, you take them out at the end of the night, pop them into a glass, and this is what cleans them. And it cleans by fizzing. It makes lots of bubbles of carbon dioxide. And it reacts with the water, but not the oil. So what will happen is we'll drop one in, it will sink down to the bottom, it will start fizzing with the water, and hopefully we'll get nice pretty bubbles. And I say pretty because we're going to use some food colouring. So what we're going to do, this stuff is water-based, so it's going to sink hopefully through the oil. There we go. Is that enough, do you think, James? A little bit more?
Look at that.
Oh, excellent.
I like it.
There we go. So it sinks all the way down. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add in the fizzy stuff. Should we do one tablet each? Okay, here we go. Here we'll half this one. It's only a small. Here we go. So we're going to add the tablet now. Are we ready? Here we go. Sinks down. It doesn't react. It gets to the water and it starts to fizz and bubble. There we go. Now it takes a little while for it to go.
Look at that.
It's very exciting. Can you see all these little bubbles are going up? So what's happening is that these tablets are making carbon dioxide and it's bubbling up through the water, through the oil. It bursts at the top and then the food colouring will sink back down. And this will go on for ages. And what's great about this, James, is that once you do it once and once it stops fizzing, you can actually redo it again just by adding more Steridid tablets. So it's hours of fun.
It's really cool. And of course, you don't need to use pink food colouring. You can use any colour you
colour.
like. Yeah.
You can indeed.
Wow. Very impressive.
Isn't that great? Now, one thing to know is if you are doing it with the Coke bottle, or for example, we have a cork here, if you pop that on top, for example, all those bubbles are going to get stuck, and then you're going to have a little bit of a problem, because what can happen with the cork? It's going to
Pop off.
yeah. So make sure you leave it open, so that you're not going to have any reaction. Look at it go, James.
I know. Very impressive.
Isn't that wonderful? So you guys can have a go at doing this at home. All you need is some kind of container that you can have a look at the reaction. You need some oil, some water, maybe a little bit of food colouring, and your Steridid tablets. Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Good luck. Enjoy.